The wind tore across the Mercer Ranch like a sharpened blade, sweeping dust and dry grass into the fading light. Evening chores were done, horses fed, fences checked, and Eli Mercer was heading back to his cabin when he heard it. A faint, desperate cry. "I can't breathe." Eli stopped cold. Nobody lived out here for miles. Yet the voice, a woman's voice, came again, thin and frightened, barely cutting through the wind. He moved toward the old storage shed, his steps slow, every crunch of dirt echoing loud in the stillness. His hand hovered near his holster out of instinct, though he saw no clear threat. The shed door creaked on broken hinges. Inside, shadows clung to every corner. Dust floated through the last streaks of sunlight, and then he saw her. A young woman lay curled beneath a heavy cloth, shivering, barely conscious. Eli's gut twisted. He knelt and pulled the cloth back. Her skin was cold, her breath shallow. Cuts and bruises marked her face and arms. "Hey," he whispered gently. "You're safe now." Before she could answer, a shadow shifted outside the shed, silent, watching. Eli froze. Someone had followed her. He didn't wait. He lifted her into his arms. She felt as light as a child and hurried toward the cabin. The wind slammed the door behind them as he locked it tight. Inside, the familiar smell of leather and wood smoke steadied him. He laid her on the cot, cleaning her wounds with what little he had: whiskey, water, and scraps of cloth. Her breathing eased slightly, but fear remained in her eyes. Then Eli saw its strange markings in the dirt outside the window, deep tracks. A torn piece of cloth with an unfamiliar symbol. Someone had hunted her. Someone dangerous. As night settled hard over the ranch, distant hoofbeats echoed across the hills, growing louder. Eli's jaw tightened. No help was coming. The town was too far. Whoever wanted her was closing in fast. He bolted the windows, blocked the door, and loaded his rifle. The woman watched him, trembling. "Tell me what happened," he asked quietly. Her voice cracked as she spoke. "I saw them kill him, important men." "Men who can't afford witnesses." Eli's stomach dropped. He'd heard whispers of such men, powerful, untouchable, ruthless. "Why run here?" he asked. Her eyes softened. You're not like them." "I didn't know where else to go." Outside, something snapped in the brush. Horses, multiple, close. Eli moved fast, setting traps, grabbing knives, preparing for a fight he didn't want but couldn't avoid. Then a shadow slid across the window. The woman gasped, her whole body tensing with recognition. The door exploded inward. Wood splintered as a dark figure charged into the cabin. Eli met him head on. Fists, elbows, boots, every strike shook the tiny room. Gunfire cracked, smoke burned their eyes. The woman dove beneath the cot, screaming Eli's name. In the chaos, Eli noticed tattoos carved into the intruder's vest, symbols of a violent syndicate feared across the valley, men who ruled with death. Rage surged through Eli, memories of lost family, old mistakes, failures he carried like scars. All of it fueled his fight. But the intruder was trained. He slipped through a hidden panel in the wall and vanished into the darkness outside. Silence fell heavy. Eli found a symbol carved deep into the wood, left as a threat, as a promise. "What does it mean?" she asked, her voice trembling. Eli's face hardened. "It means this isn't over." The wind outside carried a low, mocking laugh. They had to leave. Dawn came slow, painting the land in bruised orange. Eli helped the woman onto his horse, steadying her weak body. They moved quietly into the hills, sticking to shadows and dry creek beds. Every sound made them flinch: hoofbeats, cracking branches, distant gunshots. The syndicate was relentless. But Eli was tougher than he looked. He knew this land. He knew how to survive. They rode for hours, hid behind ridges, crawled through brush. Fear pushed them forward, but so did something else, a trust, forming slowly between them. By midday, the outskirts of town rose on the horizon like salvation. Lawmen had been alerted. Riders thundered toward the valley, answering long-ignored whispers of corruption and murder. Gunfire erupted across the plains as deputies clashed with syndicate men. Eli kept the woman close, guiding her the final stretch. Her legs shook when she climbed down from the horse, tears streaking down her dusty face. "We made it," she whispered. Eli didn't answer at first. He scanned the horizon, haunted, cautious, aware that danger doesn't vanish in a day, but for now, they had survived. A new sun rose behind them, jagged, golden, full of scars, but also hope. Their fight wasn't over, but the chase, the long, terrifying night, was finally behind them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more.